So it's been a little over a week since the new Roblox Captive game went live to the public, and it's definitely created quite the controversy within the Roblox community, especially those loyal to the Flee the Facility game, and especially to Mr. Wendy himself, the creator of Flee the Facility. For those unaware, Roblox Captive shows to be a direct copy from the Flee the Facility game. All the mechanics are the same, with the same goal to hack the computers and escape the beast who is trying to put you in blue tubes. To the untrained eye, you could probably fool one person to say that Flee the Facility was updated, and they wouldn't be none the wiser. In fact, if you've never even played Roblox Captive, you could hop in a game and act like a pro because you've played Flee the Facility before. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Why is this game such a big deal when other games like DDoS, Breach, and Cryptic are based off the same concept? Well, with those games, two things were done differently. First, and most importantly, the concept was taken to a different direction with having their own spin on how survivors escape a facility. In DDoS, you hack servers and computers, and you're chased by a CEO. And in Cryptic, you fix radios to escape monsters. Second, each one of these game developers got Wendy's permission to go ahead with the production of the game. And of course, we know Wendy isn't like the gatekeeper of survivor escape games, and he has no final say whether a game exists or not. But think of it like this. Say a Roblox YouTuber does a game, and within the game they do something unique that's never been done before, like a challenge. And then sometime later, I do the same style video and try to pass it off as my idea and get tons of views from it. You see, asking permission and giving credit when you blatantly rip off someone, it can actually go a long way. This was something that was not done when it came to Roblox Captive. And it would be different if Flee the Facility had a small following and the excuse of just not knowing of its existence. But Flee the Facility is currently the number 9 most played game on Roblox ever. Mr. Wendy had this to say: "The Captive team never contacted me at all. The devs told me after the release, their goal was to remaster Flee the Facility without my knowledge. I'm surprised as anyone else is how close it was to Flee the Facility. DDoS and Breach both had similar mechanics, but added onto it to make it a different theme. I love seeing gameplay improve from each game standing on its own. The only problem with Captive is that it uses the same gameplay and the same theme, not a lot of interesting gameplay twists. So Captive couldn't stand on its own without Flee the Facility." You see, the creators of Captive have every intention to take down Flee the Facility with their remastered version using the same mechanics, all without Wendy's knowledge or consent. I'm not sure what the legal aspects of this are within Roblox, but had this been something in the real-world gaming spectrum, we'd definitely see a lawsuit on our hands. It's no secret that copying games on Roblox isn't something that's new, or that it's even really governed that well, and many games before this have had their own issues in one way or another. Take Murder Mystery 2, and its copy game called Murder Mystery X that took the same principles and just made a shiny new version with new maps and new powers. And the other big example of this would be with Mad City came out and how it expanded on Jailbreak. The difference between these is that while Mad City started the same as Jailbreak, it quickly made its own name for itself by implementing different themes that would make the game its own. Murder Mystery X made the mistake of going after a very popular game that was highly updated and had a huge following for, and it's pretty much fizzled out at this point. The only real problem I see with Flee the Facility is the lack of updates the game has. It's no secret that the game only gets one big update every 4 to 6 months, and the small updates just seem to be new hammers and new gems, which is a cool thing to add to like a collection, but it won't keep people playing the game. The lack of the updates is the one thing Roblox Captive could capitalize on that could end up being Flee the Facility's demise. What Flee the Facility does have going for it, though, is its huge fanbase. There are very few games out there that can last the links without updating and still have its fans playing it day in and day out. The maps are all extremely well detailed and the mechanics seem, somewhat dated, but they still work well. The problem with Roblox Captive is that at its core, it seems unfinished. Most of the maps are basic and there are a lot of pay-to-win options. The whole game itself starts to feel like a huge cash grab after you've played it for just a few hours. Now, of course, this could just be that the game itself was just released and needs a boost in funds to build into a better game, but with the developers coming from a simulator game development background, it's hard to say. The one good thing that has come out of this now is that Mr. Wendy has new motivation to improve on Flee the Facility further. Upon finding out about this game released, he himself has stated that it has sparked a war Shortly after that, he announced some really big things coming to the game. He has stated that the UI needs to be updated, as well as the player animations and some of the game mechanics. He's gotten better at game development since going to college and even interning at Roblox, and is looking to give Flee the Facility a more modern / arcade vibe to it. He's also working on a new beast power, and he wanted to specify that the beast power won't be an ability and that all players will be able to use this power without spending Robux or unlocking through XP. This power, he alludes to, will make the beast gameplay be less frustrating and will fix a lot of these issues with people leaving because they don't want to be the beast. It kind of almost makes it seem like it's going to be a case where everyone would want to be the beast instead of being the survivor. And then on top of some other small fixes, he's looking to make the beast powers available sometime in spring or summer of 2020. Mr. Beast is aware of the lack of updates the game has. He's a single developer in charge of maintaining one of the biggest games on Roblox, all while trying to go to college himself and make other games. He states that things should calm down for him a bit in 2020, and he will be able to focus more of his time to perfecting the game. For now, he won't let the competition get to him, and will be relying on the huge fan base to be patient with him. That could be hard though, as the Roblox Captive development team has multiple people on board and they can pump out updates much quicker. Time will tell to see which one of these ends up prevailing. Honestly though, as long as both the games continue to evolve away from each other, this could potentially mean good things for everyone. I myself will be recording on both games, and while I currently still prefer one over the other, both might become a regular game I could play in the future. While the start of Roblox Captive has started a war, we could end up seeing each game push the other to be even better. This could mean good things for all of us, developers included. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the overall situation. I'm not really one to dive into drama as much, as I know we already deal with so much in our personal lives. I would appreciate your support on this video and would love to know if you found this helpful at all. I'm also not sure if you would like to see more videos like this in the future, so any feedback would be appreciated. Thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you all later.